the channel from NECA and Gremlins 2, we've got the Tattoo Gremlins.
Spirit of Olympian Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another NECA Gremlins unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the brand new 2-pack. We've got the Tattooed Gremlins. But for all your Gremlins needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, and anything over $59 does ships free, and that's what I had to do. I had to get a deal out there. You go, it's a motto of the channel. I always wait for Entertainment Earth. I wait for things to go hot off the truck. If you look off to the left of their website, every day they update hot off the truck, so I don't pre-order something like this. I wait for it to go hot off the truck. Bam, hit discount code Kyle. I saved myself 10%, and I got free shipping with this as well. Gotta get a deal out there, folks, especially in these hard financial times. But anyways, long story short, we're going to do this review like we do all of the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's look at the old Tattooed Gremlins from, of course, Gremlins 2. Now, I was a young kid when Gremlins 2 came out. When Gremlins 1 came out, I was like 4 years old, maybe, something like that. And I loved Gremlins, and I loved Gremlins 2. It was kind of a natural progression. Of course, you had Gizmo. You had Billy still there. But the Gremlins were crazier, wackier, uglier, meaner. There was a lot going on, and I loved the movie as a kid. I still love it now. A lot of people did not like it, but I think it's one of those things that have really grown on people throughout the years, and I really did enjoy the movie. I enjoy a lot of Dante's movies, of course, the director of the movie. But anyways, there it is in the package. We got the Tattooed Gremlins. Always kind of reminded me of Rob Halford Gremlin here is what this one over on the end feels like. And unfortunately, the hat that he's wearing fell off in the package. That's one of those bummers, but I am unboxing this. So if I was a Min on Card guy, I'd be pretty bummed out. But since I'm opening it, it's not that big a deal. But it did fall off in packaging. Big window box there. That does look good. You got kind of that tattoo font there, the kind of neon font looking really nice. Gremlins 2, the new batch. There's one of the Gremlins. And then on the other side, Tattoo Gremlins, Gremlins 2, and you got the other one over here. Very cool packaging. Very cool on the top. Then you get to the back of the package. There it is. They got the little glamour shots going on. You got Gizmo hiding in a garbage can, looking good there. What's it say? Tattoo Gremlins, new batch. Includes biker hat, tattoo gun, sunglasses, mallet, towel, and interchangeable hands. So a lot of good accessories with this one. Of course, I'm going to take this offline, get all the twist ties, all that kind of stuff out. We're going to be back talking all things Tattooed Gremlins from Gremlins 2. All right, we're back with the Tattoo Gremlins. Let's break it down like we usually do. Let's start with some of these accessories. And a ton of cool accessories, some reused, some brand new. But we're going to dive on in. I guess we'll dive in with some hands here. Gremlin hands going on, a lot of reuse. The Gremlins, a lot of reuse. The hands, a lot of reuse. But it makes sense. How many different hands do you really need for a Gremlin? You got multiples. All they do is paint them a different color. Got the green and kind of yellow. Obviously an Oakland A's Gremlins fan here. We got the long nails going on, but these are gripping hands, so they can hold some of the weapons, where the hands on the Gremlin actually have the big wide hands, so they're not going to be able to hold anything with these hands. These ones are the hand-holding hands, item-holding hands. How about that? Then the brown Gremlin does get some hands as well. It's got the wide-open hands there. Got some of these same gripping hands, and then you got a little different gripping hand here. One with a big, deep cut into it, a deep bend. But choose your own hand adventure, as we always do say. Always like to have the options, depending how you want to pose them, display them on your shelf, and what have you. Now, we do get this mallet, and I feel like we got this mallet somewhere along the way with the Gremlins before. Trying to think which one that would have been with, but I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. We got a nice little mallet here. Feels really good. Almost feels like something you'd see in the kitchen. It does kind of feel, it has a little bit of weight to it, a little bit hollow, but it's not super, super light, but not heavy at all. But a nice mallet, all in one color, all in brown. Looking good right there. We do get a big old towel where I guess if you are working in the tattoo parlor, you need a towel. You got to wipe off some blood, things like that. One thing that's really cool in here is you got the bendy wire, so you can move it around, mold it around, whichever way you want to go. It is a little bit big, but it does look pretty good. You can put it around the waist, you can put it over the neck, over the head, do whatever you want. Recreate a Rocky scene if you want to over his head. But very cool, nice white towel. Feels nice, feels like something to be in your kitchen or your restroom or something like that. Wipe your hands on if you need to, but a very nice towel. I can see figure photographers getting reuse out of this somewhere along the line. Get the beautiful, beautiful aviator sunglasses. I love a good pair of aviator sunglasses. Very cool. Very big, obviously, for the Gremlin. I almost wish they were smaller. We could use them for something else, but I always have a pair of aviators. I always wear these in my Jeep. Love the look of this one, and this kind of goes along with the old Rob Halford, kind of the riding hat. This just feels like the Rob Halford accessories. Of course, Judas Priest fame, Rob Halford. You got the riding crop right here. You got the kind of leather hat there with the chain across the top. The cool aviator glasses. I mean, it's a Rob Halford Gremlin is what I feel like here. So I really like that. Of course, I love me some Judas Priest. Very cool looking there. And then the final accessory with this one is the tattoo gun, which is interesting. It's got a little wire to it. Not sure exactly how you're supposed to pose this or do with this, but it is a tattoo, I guess, needle. So you can have him tattooing him if you want to. So there's your accessories, a good amount of accessories with this one. Now we get into the figures, and like I said, a lot of reuse. They get a lot of reuse from these Gremlins over the years. Makes a lot of sense if you ask me. But let's go with this Gremlin first, the one that's getting tattooed, I guess. Very iconic scene in the movie. He's got the big WB logo on here. And whenever I see this WB logo, I'm sure you're all just like me, I always think of it upside down as the Mr. Bungle logo. Of course, a long-time Mr. Bungle fan right here since I was a little kid. Not totally sold on this new era of Mr. Bungle if you follow the Mr. Bungle career. With Dave Lombardo on drums, Scotty Ian on guitar. Feels weird to bring them into the Mr. Bungle mix, but it is what it is. But whenever I see this classic WB logo, it always harkens me back to that. But besides that, you got the all-green kind of reptile-looking Gremlin here all over the place. Very creepy eyes. Gremlins never creep me out, but those red eyes in some of them did creep me out a little bit, but nothing to give me nightmares or anything like that. But love that attention to detail, kind of the reptile split in the eye. Got the yellow and black attack with the red, looking good. Definitely looking ugly at the end of the day. There's no doubt these Gremlins are an ugly species. They're not as cute as old Gizmo, of course, but not many things are as cute as old Gizmo. Alf, maybe he's up there with him, but definitely an interesting one. Articulation going to be the same on both these, so let's walk it through on this one. You do get the articulation in the ear, the side to side, the back and forth, so it's kind of nice to get a little extra posability out of these ears. Give them a little bit more personality if you need to. There's no articulation at the mouth. I always would love to have that. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. You do get a big neck articulation. You can move them all the way around. Plenty of movement there. You do get the arms that go all the way around. Very tight joints. Single jointed elbow. Hands removable. Hands back forth, side to side. You also get the side to side on the elbows as well. Legs go up and around. Single jointed. Yes, single jointed knees. Ankles back and forth, up and down. So that's really all the articulation you're going to get. So not tons and tons of articulation for these guys. But definitely look good. Definitely feels good. Definitely has a lot of crazy sculpting. Got a lot of different spiky parts throughout. The green and yellow attack, the old Oakland A's with little spots to it. Definitely looking really cool. And does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? As always, make sure you get the Mattel stand. Make sure you use discount code Kyle. Make sure you save 10%. And what do you know? Fits perfectly on that stand. These Gremlins are a little hard to stand, though, because you got to pose them just right, because they can get a little top-heavy and knock over on you. But I got him right there. Looking good, feeling good, fitting good right there. The old Warner Brothers Gremlin, I guess we'll call him. Now we're going to turn our attention over to the main event, the old Rob Halford tattoo Gremlin. And the cool thing here is he's got, I don't know, what do you call this? So he's got a big string out there. Pull that out. See you later. I guess you call this a vest here. And it's like cow print vest with a little bit of denim there. And of course, like Saxon once told us, denim and leather brought us all together. But it was you over there, that set our spirit free. And this is the guy that wears the cool hat here, the old Rob Halford hat. Gonna see how easy that is to stick on there. It looks like it fits all right. So very cool. You put the shades on him, put the riding crop in one hand, you put the tattoo gun in the other, you put his hat on, his glasses on. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Now we're talking in the Gremlins world. I talked about articulation. He's got a lot of strings on him that are just kind of falling off the figure, which is good. I mean, you're going to have some strings on those cloth goods. We're kind of used to that. But we got a lot of the same sculpt. I wouldn't be shocked if it's the identical same sculpt, and it seems to be, comparing these two. Same exact sculpt, painted differently. Got to get the most out of your molds, and that's kind of the beauty with Gremlins, because they all are the same species. They're all the same. You just paint them different colors, give them a little different accessories, and bam, you got a new Gremlin. So it's not a bad thing. I do have a Gremlin pack, a bonus pack of different accessories. I need to unbox that. One of these days we'll do that on the channel, I'm sure. But I got to get another Gremlin to use some of those pieces with. So I'm going to need to buy one of those plain Jane Gremlins off of the Entertainment Earths of the world. But this one, of course, Articulation, going to be the exact same as the one we just talked about. But the winner here is the accessories for this one. Definitely creepy looking. I think if one of these showed up at my house, I'd be more creeped out by the green one. Even if he's an Oakland A's fan, even if he could tell me about the days hanging with Walt Weiss maybe back in the day, I'd still be a little more creeped out by the green one than the brown one. But they both look good. They both feel good. If you've had Gremlins in the past, you're going to know what you're getting here. You're going to be used to this, of course. Uh-oh, lost the hat. So that hat doesn't stay on the best, and I guess you got to get him to posed on your shelf and then put it there, and you'll be truly off to the races with this Gremlin. But still pretty cool, pretty fun, really. I'm here for all the Gremlins. I got a Gremlin shelf in my collection, 2 shelves now, but it's one of those collections, not like the wrestling, where I can move it around. Okay, I need one more shelf for Turtles. I can take the Gremlins out. I'll put the Gremlins with my DC stuff. Okay, I need another shelf for DC. Take the Gremlins out, I'll put it with my Marvel stuff, and vice versa. It's one of those floating collections. Eventually, I do anticipate this to be in my horror collection room, which we've never shown on the channel. One of these days, we will do a video tour of that room. Stay tuned, I guess. You know, all that kind of fun stuff. But definitely love some Gremlins. Very nostalgic for me in my childhood, teenage years as well. And even nostalgic for my kids a little bit as we watched these when they were a little kid as well. So a lot of fun stuff for these Gremlins. Bring on more Gremlins. I am here for it. And check out some of the other Gremlin reviews on this very YouTube channel. I think the last one we did was the new Spider Gremlin. So check that one out if you are interested. So there it is, the old tattoo Gremlin and the Warner Brothers Gremlin. What say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking these two up? You playing the long game? You passing? Let me know your comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day, and then some, yes, and then some. And even more content like videos like this up on the Patreon for early access. And best of all, you get to support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Tattoo Gremlin and WB Gremlin, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.